What do you think the Queen carries in her purse? This is unimportant.
Guaranteed to not change your life. This is the Unimportant Podcast.
What is up, world? This is the Unimportant Podcast. My name's Anthony. That is Joe Bob. Today we are going to the United Kingdom. We're talking about the Queen?
Yeah, the Queen. I guess I didn't specify. There's lots of other queens.
Is there?
Yeah, my wife is the queen of our household.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And demands to be treated as such. But yeah, the Queen of England.
I'm actually curious. How many queens are there on Earth?
Recognized queens?
There can't be that many.
I don't know. We don't have one. America doesn't have one.
Well, then it doesn't. I mean,
means that none of the queens matters. What it means. I'm just kidding. So yeah,
I have no idea.
So the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II. You've seen her in photos.
I'm aware of who she is. Yeah,
is a very, very, very old woman.
Uh-huh.
That's not a knock against her. I'm just describing her.
I don't think she's like 92 or something right now, or 89.
This is one of those facts that I definitely should have had. And I'll find it before the episode is over.
How do you talk about the Queen and know nothing about the Queen?
So here's what I do know.
Welcome to America.
she carries a purse around everywhere she goes.
I have seen that, yeah.
Which is interesting because I don't see any other real world leaders carrying their own bags.
What is in that purse?
So that's
what does she need the purse for?
So that's what I'm curious about.
Is there nothing that
everywhere
all her
goes,
attendants can't carry?
Everywhere she goes. Now, there's obviously photos with her without the purse, but the vast majority of stuff, she's carrying that thing around with her everywhere. Everywhere she goes, she's carrying it around.
Now that I think about it, most of the photos, she's got a purse.
So what does she keep in it? What does she keep that, like exactly what you just said, that some other person who gets paid to follow her around and be her quote unquote handler can't carry? What is it? Give me some guesses. What do you think she's got in there?
I have no idea. I have no.
According to her biographer, she carries a mirror, lipstick, mint lozenges, and reading glasses.
All of those actually make sense.
They all make sense, and it's exactly what I would expect an older woman to carry in her purse.
Exactly what the Queen, what everybody thinks she's carrying.
So this is where it gets interesting. She uses the purse has another use for other than carrying her stuff, which, in reading about it, is something that I wish I had. If I had the ability to do this, I would.
There is nothing stopping you from carrying a purse.
Yes. The signals of the purse, though, I do need to be a person of interest in order to make it relevant. So the Queen carries around a purse and does different things with it that signals her handler what she wants to do at any given time.
How do you get the job of Queen handler?
I would assume it's a rigorous process. I don't think you can get in right there. You got to go on the ground floor and work your way up.
There's no job postings for that?
I don't think it's a
What about all the other queens? All the minor queens?
Maybe the
minor queen handler. I'm working my way up to the big leagues, the big queens.
So if she moves her, so she traditionally carries it on her left arm.
Mm-hmm.
If she moves it to her right arm, her handler knows that she wants to wrap up the conversation with whoever she's talking to. Now, so if she's mingling around, various events,
right,
and the purse goes on to the other hand, the handler knows, let's get
it's
around
time to
here.
go. Yeah,
Which every single person who's been to a college party has.
I could use a handler.
You could have used the situation or have worked it out with their friends.
Oh yeah.
Hey, bro,
safe word,
bro. If I say red wig, get me out of this conversation. Yeah. Like, okay, man, whatever you say. I don't know how you're gonna work that into conversation casually, but yeah, that's.
Oh man, is that a cool red wig you're wearing
over there? If she puts the bag on the ground, she needs to be taken out of that conversation ASAP. Get her out of there.
I'm trying to imagine what the Queen looks like bending over, placing her purse on the ground. Like, I don't think she just drops it.
So you be talking to her, and all of a sudden she just puts it on the ground. Like, hey,
what are
you doing? Nobody puts their purse on the ground. All of a sudden, seconds later, someone says, the Prime Minister of Brazil is on the phone, and we need you immediately. And so
I don't think Brazil has a prime minister. I'm pretty sure it's a president. Also, I mean, now that we're talking about this, the whole world knows what the signals are. Imagine if you're the guy.
She has to change the signals now. There's no way
it's like-
she's got to change the signals. It's like baseball signs.
There's decoy signals. They
Yeah.
change them halfway through the game.
Yeah, no way that those are going to stay consistent.
I'd bet this is somebody's whole job. somebody is purse communications director.
Yeah. So if she places it on the dinner table, that means she wants to end the conversation in 5 minutes. So that's a pretty a much more soft way of giving it up.
5 minutes is a pretty long conversation.
Now, do you think the queen does a lot of the talking, or do you think a lot of people talk at the queen?
I think the queen probably does a lot of listening.
So, see, I can't imagine that she has to entertain someone for 5 minutes.
That's very
She's just
true.
saying, hey, this is a big donor to the royal family. If they have donors, I have no idea.
I think they're rich. I think they're very rich.
I'm going to let them ramble on for another 5 minutes, and then you come and
Seriously.
swing me out of there. But, regardless, it's unimportant.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Unimportant Podcast. Go ahead and hit subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to if you want to guarantee your life will not be changed.